And to answer your question on business partners, like strong business partners are, like really important. Myself, Jock, and Dedeco, we're all jiu-jitsu guys. We're black belts. We appreciate each other. We're business partners, but we're friends off the mat, and on the mat, there's just such a tremendous respect for one another. So we just pull that respect into business. I wish more business owners and more business partners should train jiu-jitsu together, because it creates a bond that it's unbreakable and undeniable. So it's been amazing to have strong business partners.
Have you been able to delegate, with the growth? Like it's always hard to kind of have, because I think for me, it's like difficult. Like, this is my vision. I know I can do it. I have this idea. How do you share that vision and find that other people are able to carry the quality, the vision, the perspective that you have? So like, what are some things you do, or what are some ideas on delegating, so, cause you only have so much time, like you said, and you have to look at big picture, long-term strategies. And if you're doing a bunch of little stuff, you can't do that. It's so much bandwidth you got.
Yeah. So have you guys ever heard of like a brand book? So this is our book. I just took this out of my drawer. So this is our brand book. So on Origin, we call it a brand book. On Jocko Fuel, we have a manifesto. Because Jocko Fuel is it's stitching a person into a brand, right? And so a lot of Jocko's like personal aesthetic, along with his approach to the world, is integrated into Jocko Fuel. And so Jocko Fuel is a mindset, is a mission driven kind of mindset of being better with no excuses, no compromise. And Jocko's gift to the world are really his words, his words. That's his gift to the world, his experience and his ability to capture those in words, whether that's audio visual, or through writing. So the Jocko Fuel book, we don't call it a brand book, we call it a manifesto. The Origin, we call a brand book. This is how you align people in everything you do. And it's the simple things, like if you open up the book, there's like a page that kind of has something I wrote, and it kind of lays the foundation of who we are. It has, what do we stand for? Most companies, this is their secret sauce. They don't share it. There's our mission I told you guys earlier, breathe life back into the dream. There's a segment on that. How it came to fruition. There's myself, Jocko, and Dedeco there in the photo. Values can't just be words on a page. They need to be. So you have all these things on what kind of defines us and who we are and why we do what we do. And basically it goes into everything of like who we are, the hero. But it's not just the hero. We're not Superman. We're the everyday hero. It's the everyday hero. So everybody can be an everyday hero. Not everybody can be Superman. And it just talks about how we show up every day and our key attributes. Like, this is important when trying to tell people like how to buy into what you're doing. You have these key attributes. And so our customer, ways to use the logo, our typography, styles, ways we shoot photos. When you're running a brand and a company with, let's say, thousands, tens of thousands of people, this is your Bible. You know what I mean? And so you're constantly like, hey, refer to the brand book. Like, when I walk into someone's office or workstation, I want to see this thing. I want to see it's like a black belt. It's like wearing a black belt. I want to take that belt and I want to wear it down to white. I want to wear every bit of dye off of that. It's the same thing with this brand book. It's black. I want you to wear the edges down. I have this one guy, Phil Adams. His brand book is like so destroyed. It's half black and half white because the ink is off. It's been cracked and folded, and it's been opened and closed so many times. So this is your Bible, and that's how you start with driving that. because it's in my head. It can't just be in my head. I can't have this conversation with every single new employee or every business unit all the time. So what's in my head is out of my head. And that's the long-term strategic vision. This is the guiding light and our North Star for what's going to get us to where we go. We can never go back on this. We're not going to change it. We're going to add to it. We're not going to change it. It's the guidelines for success.